What's good, everybody? Welcome back. It's JC over here at J23A45Y Cards. What do I have today? Today I'm going to do a thing I wanted to do for a while, but because I have a small channel, I just never done it. But you know what? I said, what the hell? You know what Jack Burton says in the time like this? I forgot what I was going to say. I just made myself laugh. But yeah, it's going to be called Hobby Talk. I'm assuming that's what I'm going to call it. This will be video one. I'm just going to, whenever I do it, it's just going to be about stuff in the hobby. You know, what I'm doing, what I'm into, what I'm collecting, what's going on, and shit like that. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I might show some cards too. I don't know. But let's go get started. Episode 1. All right, let's get started. Hobby Talk 1. It's a simple one, real simple. Tracking cards. You're tracking your inventory. As a collector or as a reseller, do you guys track your cards? I track my baseball only. Football, basketball, and anything else, I do not. I buy the card and then I just put it away, and that's the end of it. For baseball, I track everything. Base cards all the way up to the hits, autograph, patches, whatever. Everything in between, I track everything. I have roughly right now little over 16,000 cards in my spreadsheet. Got probably another 800 that I got to put in there. But yeah, everything's in my spreadsheet. I love it. I don't know what else to use because I'm scared to use something and then they go out of business or they stop updating. That's my biggest fear. But I know one that's been around forever, and that's Trading Card Database. I roughly have 2,000 cards in Trading Card Database. I just don't use it that much for inventory. I mainly use it for the checklist. Like 2026 Top Series 1. When it came out, I brought that up, looked at the checklist, went to Mets, saw who was in the base for my Mets, saw who was in the inserts, and what autographs were for my Mets. I do that for players as well. I might look for Freddie Freeman, see what cards he has for Series 1. When Series 2 came out, I did the same thing. So that's what I use Trading Card Database mostly for. But I love Trading Card Database. What do you guys use? What are you guys using to track your inventory if you do? I know I talk to a lot of people about this, and I know a lot of people still use Trading Card Database. And I just want to know if there's something else out there that you use. An app, a web-based product, how long you've been using it. And stuff like that, because I like Trading Card Database. It's simple, it's fast. It's my spreadsheet to put a card in takes anywhere from about 10 seconds to 30 seconds. Trading Card Database is roughly about the same unless you're a set collector. I notice, like, if I buy a blaster and I put everything in number order, once I bring up, let's say, 2025 Topps Heritage, I go into my collection and I bring all the cards come in. It's super fast because as long as my cards are in order, I could click on each one super fast, and that takes roughly about 5 to 10 seconds once I'm in the rhythm and all that to do it that way. But I do notice it does take about 10 to 30 seconds when I have to look up every person. Like if I have like 30 cards and every single one is different, it does take a while because I do have to look up the name, the card, and all that. So yeah, let me know what you use, any pros and cons on it, and that's about it. That's all I really wanted to know. As far as my spreadsheet goes, it's super fast. I guess the con on the spreadsheet would be if your setup, your headers for each one is not uniform. If you have multiple tabs, like I do, like 2000 to current, I have all my headers the same. And then when I go into like my autographs, it's the same. So if I ever wanted to create a new one, and let's just say create one just for Mets, I could go into my 2000 to current, go to teams, make it Mets, copy everybody on my Mets and drop it into that new spreadsheet. And then same thing for my 80s cards. I could do the same thing, bring all my Mets, drop it into that new one, go to vintage, bring up Mets, drop it into that new one. Don't have to worry about formatting anything or rearranging anything because the format's the same. So a con would be not the same format, and a pro would be keep everything uniform, and you could go and do whatever you want with it. Yeah, I do like that. So that's about it. Let's look at some cards right now. Let's get started with some cards. So I'm going to show one autograph and one non-autograph, and then next time I do it, I'm going to flip it, of two Cali greats that I like, young and semi-young pitchers. Starting off with the non-autograph of this guy. Next time I'll show an autograph for the Pittsburgh Pirates. Paul Skeens, Topps Museum Collection, right here. 2000, what is that, 25? Love that base card right there. And then a guy who's coming back from his injury for the Detroit Tigers. I believe he's pitching tomorrow, which is going to be today when I release the video, Friday. Today's Thursday, so he'll be pitching Friday, I believe. Tarek Skubal on the Bowman's Best autograph. 2020, yep, 2020. Right there. And then we'll go non-California. Hopefully I don't drop this one. This is Topps Transcendent. 2000, I can't even see what year. 2020. Topps Transcendent. Wade Boggs. At a 10 is the purple. And pick this one up on X. Right here. Really like this Wade Boggs. It's the framed. Super sexy. I like the dual photo. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And then on my last video I showed Bert Blyleven Bubblegum Heritage autograph. And then I said I had another one that I bought at the same time, and here we go right here. Got that one. Oof. Well, that's all for right now, guys. I know this took up a lot of time, but hopefully you enjoyed, and I am out of here.